Hello and welcome back to another G Auto Repair YouTube video. Today we're working on this 2016 Dodge Challenger, and the complaint is that it shuts off. It runs for a little bit and then it shuts off and it acts all type of stupid. So I have already confirmed the complaint because I had to push the car back to my place here, which sucked very much. So I've already started the troubleshooting, and I know for a fact I have a fuel delivery problem. Excuse me, I don't know what I got. Whew, got something in my throat there. What I noticed is that the fuel pressure was not where it needed to be. It's supposed to be around 58 plus or minus 5 psi, and it's right at 39. So right off the bat I didn't like that, but it was running, and as soon as the car starts to act funny, the fuel pressure drops. I mean, it goes down to like a little above 10, and it starts working its way down, and then eventually it just shuts off, so it loses pressure. A little backstory on this vehicle: the fuel pump and the auxiliary fuel unit over there, whatever they Chrysler calls it, has been replaced, and the fuel pump has been replaced twice by somebody else. So I can hear the pump working. Let me go on the other side. I can hear the pump working, but the pressure is not where it needs to be. So I quickly just lifted up the seat to take a look, confirm that both units have indeed been replaced. As you can see here, they both look new, and I had to do a little bit of repair here because two of these wires were just twisted up with some electrical tape, which is not good at all. So I decided to correct that real quick. But the fuel pump is working, so I'm losing pressure somewhere for some reason. So all I did, I just removed the retaining rings on both sides just to get a quick visual and put everything back together as far as my fuel line and whatnot is concerned. And this is what I found. So what I'm gonna do, and I don't know how good I'm gonna be able to show you guys because this is a two-door vehicle, so I'm kind of cramped back here. I got the fan going because I'm blowing all these fumes out, because if not, I'm gonna get high off fumes here, and that's not good. So I can't lift this too much because I got the line. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my scan tool to activate the fuel pump. We're just gonna click here on. The pump is running, and we're gonna lift this up, and you're gonna see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can see the fuel kind of running, oozing out of the sides here in the connection. It's just hard for you guys to see because the position here. Let's see, you see all the fuel running out. That's where my fuel pressure is going. Now I'm supposed to get some return pressure here, and it's supposed to fill up this side of the tank, and it's not doing that. As you can see, I could pull both of these hoses. I'm supposed to get some flow from one of them. I think it's the thinner one. I don't remember which one off the top of my head, but you can see we have nothing going through there. So this side of the tank is not being filled up. So what we need to do is we need to replace this. So back to my backstory though, they replaced both units, which is okay. Whenever you have this system, you got a bad fuel pump, which does happen a lot, I go ahead and recommend, it's gonna cost money, I know that, but go ahead and replace both units, because when this one goes bad, this one's about to give some kind of issue. These lines that go from one side to the other, they get brittle, they crack, they start giving issues. The fuel pressure line, which is this one right here, it gets brittle, it cracks, it ruptures, and then you lose pressure. So do the job once. Yes, it's an additional thing that you have to buy and remove and replace, but just go ahead and change both of them at the same time. So, you know, get it over and done with. Now, this was done in this situation, but we have a defective part. It is leaking pressure. I don't know if something separated, whatever the case is, but this has to be replaced again. The customer told me that they replaced the fuel pump twice. So I don't know if it's for the same issue or whatever, but this is giving a problem. The pressure is leaking through here. So I want to go ahead and replace this unit. My pump, I feel, is okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Get with the customer, have them replace it, and take it from there and see what happens. So we'll get back and do a follow-up whenever I get this squared away. So stay tuned. All right, guys, real quick with the Challenger here, I wanted to show you guys the pressure before I did anything. I'm gonna go ahead and activate the pump again with my scan tool, and you guys are gonna observe the fuel pressure. And I already turned it on, and see how slowly it's creeping up. The pump is working, and right there at 30. Normally when I run the car, it's a little higher, around 39, but still that's low. It should be about 58. So let me turn it off, see how quick that pressure drops. So after I replace this, we're going to do another comparison of all the things we've checked, so you guys can see the difference between this problem, the transfer pump, and the when it's been corrected. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so we went ahead and installed that transfer pump, and already turned on the ignition key. We're at 30 psi. We're going to turn on the pump. Boom, there you go. Nice. That's what I'm looking for. 60 psi, actually more than that, about 62 psi. We're gonna turn this off, and once you turn it off, it holds. That's what I was looking for. See, now we're cooking with grease. So we're gonna go on the inside. We're gonna do a visual so you guys can see that unit should not be leaking through where it was. So we got the new unit here. Let me just lift it up. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see this, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn on the unit. There it is. No leakage of any kind. If it were to leak anywhere, it should be through the pressure regulator, not the housing of the unit itself. So it's difficult for you guys to see, but I can tell you that it's not leaking through where it was. And look, we got good return here now. That's what it's supposed to do. Really good return. And it's flowing through the big one, I believe, or maybe both, who knows. You guys can see all that action going on in there. Let me see if I can reach in there. It's just kind of difficult for me to move around with this thing. See? There you go. Let me turn it off before it overfills this side, and then I gotta fight with leaking fuel everywhere. So what it's supposed to do is suck or draw fuel from this side and dump it on that side, and that's how it keeps that side over there full. But obviously we have a leak over here. It's not creating that suctioning or siphoning effect on the bottom, and it's not transferring over, so this side was always going to be dry. So there you go. This bad boy should fire right up. I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to put everything together as it should be, and then I'm going to fire up the car. So stay tuned for the final segment of this video, which is me turning on the car. So let me go ahead and turn everything off and put everything together. I had to put the jumper on there, or the charger I should say, so I got to put that back on the fan so it could extract all those fumes from in there. So stay tuned. All right, guys, moment of truth. we're gonna go ahead and start her up. Nice. I still gotta put the covers and the back seat and all that back together. But this bad boy is running. Excellent fuel pressure, 64 psi. Oh. 64 psi right there. So this should have no more weird shutting off symptoms. She should run pretty strong. Again, I don't know if there's any other issues with the car. All I know is this came in with a sometimes shuts off and no start condition, caused by a bad fuel transfer pump, which was, I guess, leaking through the housing and losing all its pressure. So here within a few, I don't know, minutes or so, that side will probably go empty, this side will be full, but this is the important side because this is where the fuel pump is. Like I mentioned earlier, it siphons gas from the passenger side to the driver's side, and that's how it maintains the level on that side. So we have about a quarter of a tank. So there you have it. Good as new. So let me get with the customer, let them know we're good to go on this part, and see if there's anything else this vehicle needs. And now that it's here, we'll take care of it. Well, have a good one. Thanks for watching. As always, thank you for your support. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and we'll catch you on the next video. Ciao.